Hi, I'm Rob Popel, the Head of Curriculum at Leyland Christian School. This short video has been created to help students and parents become familiar with learning at home using Microsoft Teams. In this video, I'll cover three main areas: how students can access their classwork, how students can submit their assessment tasks or assignment, and what they can do if they need to reach out to their class teacher for help. Let's start with how your child can access their classwork. The first thing you need to do is open your web browser and to go to Office 365. You can do that by typing office365.com in your web browser. Okay, now we need to sign in using the student's username and password, which is the same one they use for their email address at school. I'm now entering the password for this student's account. Okay, if this is an important step, if this device is being used by more than one person, it's advised that you say no. If it's the student's own personal device, it could be said as yes. I'm going to say no in this instance. Now that I've logged in, I can now see all of the Office 365 applications that Albert has access to. He can use Outlook for his email, OneDrive for cloud storage. He can access Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and more. In this instance, we're going to be looking at Microsoft Teams. You can see now that Microsoft Teams opens a new tab. Okay. Here is the first screen in Microsoft Teams. This is in the Teams box to the left. When you click on this, you'll see all of the teams that your child has actually been enrolled in. So here we have a Year 7 Science team or a Year 7 Science class. To access the work, I need to click on that particular team. I now need to scroll through the channels, or weeks as they're called, here on the left hand side. This says there's one hidden channel, or it may simply appear underneath the channel General. When I move across, I can see Term 2, Week 1, there's a lesson on lab safety. When I click on this, that particular lesson will load, but what I need to do is click on the Notes tab first. Here will be the instructions that the teacher has left for your lessons. There'll be goals to complete for this week. There may be handouts, videos, pictures, and a range of other various learning opportunities. The best idea is to work through this each week with what the teacher has set and to be sure that you follow their instructions carefully. Your teacher may ask you to place your work in the class notebook, which can be found in the General tab on the left of the screen. They may ask you to submit an assignment using the Assignments tab. Let's check out the class notebook. This can be found in the General tab. When I click on the General tab, the class notebook becomes available at the top of the screen. This is a little bit like a digital exercise book. What we can do is we can expand this, and what Albert can see the student is his own digital exercise book. Here the teacher has created a tab called Class Notes. When that's clicked on, you can see that this blank page appears. This is where Albert could actually submit his tasks ready for the teacher to check that aren't necessarily assessment tasks, so they could be formative pieces of work or activities that the teacher wants the student to do before actually attempting an assessment task. What I'm going to do now is show you what happens when a teacher has assessed an assignment or an assessment task. In the Assignments box over here on the left, the student can select the class that they would like to see the assignments for, and then click Next. Here we can see there is a Safety in the Science Lab assessment task. It's due on May the 6th at 5 o'clock. I click on the assignment to get more details. Here the teacher has left the instructions where they're being told to download a copy of the task, to read it carefully, and to look in the last lesson note to refresh their memory on lab safety. The instructions then ask them that once they've saved their work to upload it into Teams, and if they need any help to contact the teacher via the chat function in Teams. They can download a copy of the assessment task, and when they've completed their work, they can add it like an attachment to an email. So let's click on Add Work. Here I need to direct the computer to where I've saved my assessment task. It might be in OneDrive, or it could simply be stored on my device or on my computer elsewhere. Once I've done that, I'd click Attach. Once it's attached, you'll see it appear underneath where it says My Work. Now the student is ready to hand in the work, so we're going to click Turn In. Okay, the student can also undo their turn in if they've realised they've made a mistake and they want to go back and fix something. Now that that's turned in, the teacher gets a notification in Teams saying that your child's work is ready to be graded. Once it's graded, it'll be returned through Teams and they'll have a notification over here letting them know of their result. The last thing I'd like to cover with you today is what happens if your child needs to reach out to their teacher. Over here we have the chat function. Clicking on the chat function enables your child to start a new chat by clicking on the pen and board at the top here. Let's click on New Chat. As you can see, a new chat has opened. Here we can type in the name of the teacher. The teacher's name appears and they click on the name of the teacher. They can then send a message to their teacher down below. They can attach something that they might want that teacher to check over, or simply ask a question seeking clarification. Once the question is typed, they can actually press send, and that then goes to the teacher. The teacher will receive a notification icon saying that that student has asked a question or is reaching out to them. This, much like social media and text messages, there is a conversation thread. When Mr. Popel replies to this, or his teacher, that will also sit in the conversation thread here. Alternatively, if you have pre-arranged with your teacher to make a video call, you can do it through here also by using the video call feature. But please make sure you've contacted and arranged this with the teacher beforehand. If the teacher is unavailable, there's a messaging service that will allow you to leave a voice message, which will then be passed on to the teacher and they'll be able to contact you at the appropriate time. Thank you very much for listening. I hope this helps get you underway with Microsoft Teams. There'll be more videos that come out which show you additional features, but this should get you underway with accessing the student work, what to do with submitting assessment tasks, and how your child can contact their teacher should they need help. God bless to you all. We are here for you during these times. It's not always easy when you're doing education at home. Please reach out if you need it. You're very much in our thoughts and prayers. If you have any other questions, please get in contact with me through the school office. Thank you.